Right, test, 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 test. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Are we, how are we doing? If I can just get a confirmation that we're good, then we can get started. Oh, excellent. Right. Go over to here. Right, we're back. And yeah, I just realised before I started the stream that I forgot to put the stream key in. Rookie error, I know, but we live and we learn. This is my second attempt at a Tuesday stream. Right, let's see who we've got here to start with, because it's all started again. Let's have a look. We've got John Warner, evening. Rachel, Halkin Junction, Flymo Chairman, Gareth Waite, who else? Adams Railway, Kelly, Jenny. Welcome Jenny to the stream. Tim's here. Trains in the garage. My chat's going too quickly already, but as long as everyone confirm we are all good to go, loud and clear. I was in the middle actually of cleaning some track, and if you guys can see here, there's a bit of a. If you guys can see it too well on that camera, there's a bit of what do you call it? Sleepers missing. Let's just turn this up a bit. Evening Pigs 47. Yeah, I know, John. Lots of streaming at the moment, but yeah, it's been busy old couple of days actually. I'm sorry, tonight's been a bit of a panic. I've completely forgot to change the stream key to the newest one, so nothing was actually happening. So if you guys give me a couple of minutes to get the track a bit cleaner than it is at the moment, we'll get some trains running, and we'll have a talk through everything that's going on tonight. Oh wow, 36 people in already. King Fox, evening. Stretch Edits, evening. You've been, busy streaming. You'd think I'd have all day today to get ready for this, and I'd actually be prepared, but I had a bit of an issue with my three-way points again. So I had it pulled apart. Literally half an hour ago, I was on the phone to Tim on the Facebook video, and he could vouch that there was almost no track laid on this bottom section. Josh's Trains Room, good evening. What do you use for track cleaning? I use IPA and cotton buds, and so I'll go over it with a Pico track rubber, like here, which I was just finishing off this bit, and then to pull up all the crap that the Pico track rubber's left behind, I go over with some IPA. So how is everybody this evening? Anyone else rushed off their feet today like I've been, or I'm not sure if someone can go on to the other video that was live and see if anyone's still sitting in the chat waiting for it to start. Now I'm over on the newer stream, but thank you all for joining me once again. I really do appreciate it. Again, sorry for the technical difficulties. Adam's well, considering you're down Jenny's modelling dungeon, you got it looking nice. Is lead there, or is... Yeah, the dungeon isn't too bad actually at the moment. It's quite comfy actually. There's a layout down there, so there's something to do. New Bottle Station, good evening mate. I'm glad you've been looking forward to it. Poppy, my partner's dog, says hi. Hello to your partner's dog Poppy. Look at, I don't know if you can see it, look at look, honestly, a bit of ballasting and the filth coming off this track is horrible. So if you guys give me a couple of minutes just to get this up to scratch, we'll get going. Wait for a few more people to join. The idea was that I started running it about 5-10 minutes before, but then when I realised it wasn't working, I had to give Tim a call and sort out why it wasn't working. And then as soon as he said the string key thing, I realised what I'd done wrong, and now we are live. Yeah, Garthin, if you go let them know that it's over here now, I'd really appreciate that. This track is absolutely filthy, but we'll get the 08 started up. Just so we've got something going on. Let's get the track live. Got 42 people in now. Thank you everyone for joining me. Garthin, if you can go over to the other one and let everyone know that the stream is over here now, it'd be much appreciated. Actually, what I'll do is 2 seconds. I'll just take it down on my phone, so that way no one's sitting there waiting. You can come in. The camera's facing over here.
Would the kettle be too noisy?
Huh?
Would the kettle be too noisy?
Yeah. You give me 5 minutes.
Okay.
Actually, that should be that now. New bottle. What's the plan for tonight's stream? Well, gonna have a few trains running hopefully, and also I've got some products to review tonight. So I'm a bit muddled and all over the place with that old stream key thing. I didn't give me enough time to finish cleaning the track, but we'll make do with what we've got. Right, let's get some locos running, and if the track needs more cleaning, we'll clean it again in a minute. Evening all, good to be back. Thanks Tim, JD Dowd for joining us again. Right, let's get some more stuff running as well. Class 66 back in action again tonight. Make sure I'm up to date with the chat. Really am all over the place tonight, so my apologies. Is it a live stream if I haven't got any technical issues? There's a and very lovely looking 66, thank you very much. I've got something I'll do when I finally manage to get started, that is. Yes, Jenny, I got the flat tyre repaired today. It cost me 20 quid to have it fixed, so that wasn't too much of it. It's just down the road from me as well, so it wasn't too much of an issue. That, along with going to the post office to collect parcels and trying to get this all ready for tonight, it's been a bit of a hectic day. Right, let's get some more stuff on here. You can see, Jenny, I've got the DRS, and hopefully, fingers crossed, this siding is working now. Can only hope. This is 30. Yeah, it's been a hectic. Williams, oh, hello William. Thank you for joining us. It's been a really busy day today, and I haven't even got enough time to really set up everything I wanted to show you guys in the stream. Additions to take note of is the lampposts, which aren't wired in yet, up here, and the engine depot shed, which has got lights all fitted inside it as well. And to remove them, I can just unplug it from the inside here and lift it away. The 20 got a good run on rear yard. Yeah, we had a whole collection of 20s running yesterday. So how is it? Oh, got 50 people watching. How is everybody doing this evening? I'll just let a few more people filter in as my stream didn't start on time. Trains in the garage. What sound chips / producers are in the 3 locos? The DB08 is a factory fitted Hornby, so that was already in there. The Class 66 is factory fitted, and the Lima, this is a Lima Class 20, which we'll see if it decides to move. Fingers crossed it goes over this alright. That's a sound fitted chip by Jason at Barnabas Junction. Colin Giles, hello mate, welcome, thank you for joining. Oh, dirty track. Right, so I'm just going to give that track a bit of a clean quickly. Chris Whittingham, hello mate, thank you for joining us tonight. Ollie, I have a Class 08 Freightliner on the way. Oh, nice. The postman seems to be very busy, Rachel. Every time I've spoken to you, you've had more deliveries. Yeah, I'm a bit behind with the old track cleaner. Literally, I only had the track running powered up about 10 minutes before I started. I was busy day today, working on my layout in the loft, got lots done. Brilliant. So let's move this 66. Still trying to iron out a few issues with the track. Oh, that's better. Stephen, evening, Ollie, I'm back for an update, mate. Tim, I have more than that. Yeah, there's not really much happened track-wise. As a lot of you guys will know, I was waiting for my Electrofrog three-way point. As you can see, I butchered it a bit on the back here, trying to get it to work. And I took it all out. I uninstalled the Intrafrog one, installed the Electrofrog one, and again, I couldn't get it working. So for now, I've reinstalled the Electrofrog one back in and put a jumper between the dodgy connection on the inside rail to the frog, so that's kind of working at the moment. Good evening, Valleybrook. WR Group is the what's the best way to describe it? Like manufacturer, the company that's running the depot. It's like a sort of make-believe, a make-believe company, really. Yeah. Ollie, what's your favourite loco that you own? Good question. Aside from my new Class 66, I've got the 56, which is possibly my favourite loco. Again, not sure how clean the track is, but we'll get it running. And then, what else have we got? We've got the infamous 08 with the Class 20 chip in it. Get that on there as well. It's great seeing you. I've spoken to the Facebook groups in here. Yes, new ball. It's a great community. Valleybrook, I need to get some decent webcams for Valley. Yeah, it definitely seems to be a game changer having a camera set up for various angles. Ideally, I'd like to get one set up in the engine shed. Yeah, Rachel, I've spoken to Jason as well. He seems all good. Logitech ones are great. Yeah, I have a one Logitech and one TED cam. The TED cam is the one looking at me. It's only 720p, and the Logitech's the 1080p camera down here. Team JD Dowd, the Class 2008 is here. Yeah. We'll start actually by moving that out of the way so no one has to listen to that. Uh, 127 should have lights. Jeremy Fright, good evening mate, thank you for joining us. What else have I missed? Good evening. Right, yeah, so let me just turn the sound off a second so I can talk to you guys about what we're going to be looking at tonight. I'll leave the 66 running as that's not too loud. and the 20 running as well. I do love Class 20s, as I've seen too for real on a rail tour. Were they double-headed? Good, been working the layout and then I've got what's done. What have we still got running? Oh, that's the 20, that's the 66, that's ridiculously loud. Right, let me just catch up with the comments and we'll get on to tonight's topic. Made me a good shed in the same style as the engine shed Ollie. He used cardboard throughout and it's survived being stood on once. Well, the 08 engine is derived from the same series engine as the 20. Okay, well we can let off the fact it sounds like a 20 then. Evening and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Yes, thank you very much, Jenny. I agree. We've got 51 people watching at the moment. I can't wait for my pink 66. My local model shop, well I say local, it's local to my work at Waterloo, Ian Allen's brick store. He has a 66 in Freightliner yellow, orange and yellow, which is really nice, and that was going for £60. So I could be possibly picking that up next time on day shifts. Let me just get through his comments. Right, I think that's keep the comments coming in. I'll read them. But to start with, I think we're going to be looking at some products. Firstly, I'm going to go through basically 3D Printing Corner. Have very kindly sent me Wasp Delivery. That's the one. Very kindly sent me a nice big care package of items to look through. So I'm going to go through that now. I'll chuck them all on the layout so you can see how much stuff I've got to go through. I'll turn this 20 off as well actually. So yeah, we'll start with, I haven't really looked too much because they just kind of sent me, there wasn't anything really I specifically asked for. They just sent me bits of everything and told me to give them an honest opinion on what I thought of it. And there was actually, no, I stand corrected, there was a couple of items here, if I can find them, that were office furniture for my scratch built office, which I don't know if any of you guys were here last time, hasn't changed much at all. But yeah, this is where I'm going to have all the furniture and whatnot. I bought a few of his products at Milton Keynes exhibition for my Signal Box interior. Yeah, that's where I actually first came across this stuff. And since then he's very kindly sent me out a lot of these things. So I guess we'll just start. Don't forget to sub each other while we're here. Big community. Yes, definitely. Everyone, check out everyone. So yeah, we'll start from here. We've got office furniture set. All of this needs to be painted, of course, but I tell you what, I was really shocked with what he's been able to do with a 3D printer. I could never. Secondly, we've got the mesh platform benches. Please let me know if you can see them all right there. They're in a light grey, which again everything here needs to be painted. Something I actually I've asked to buy some more of, because obviously there's only 3 in a sample pack, with these wall mounted AC units, and I'm going to need a lot more of these actually, because these are absolutely brilliant, and once painted they're going to look great inside my engine sheds. As I plan to have a fully kitted out engine sheds with a webcam inside. I bought a few products. Yeah, we'll do that. So, today I was teaching scuba, but plans for tomorrow in a day. Enough wiring points. I can't think of anything worse than wiring points after the day I've had. Right, next up for the office, for the New Junction. Welcome to the stream, mate. Thank you for joining us. Jenny, some of the 3D printed products are getting really good. Yeah, I know. I was saying to you yesterday actually, I was really shocked as to some of the stuff that they've managed to put together. In this 3D printed pack, I have kitchen furniture and appliances small set. And this is all the workbenches, and there's even, I don't know if you can see it there, a very small coffee machine, which is going to be for the restroom for the train crew accommodation. Invest in a 3D. I've suggested to my Model Railway Club to invest in a 3D printer, although I know you need the files to print. Yeah, I think that's the main issue. It's not so much getting hold of the 3D printer, even though they're quite expensive, but well, you can get some cheaper ones, but the main issue is coming up with the sort of CAD diagram to be able, the CAD files, as Stuart says, You can get people to buy the CAD files ready to print. Yeah, it depends really if people are able to make them up themselves. Has the skill set up. Yeah, it's a very, very specific skill set. Let's carry on. Some of these actually I'll get out of the packaging because they're really worth looking at. Here I have a road roller, road roller for tarmacking. Really, really nice piece of kit, really well detailed as well. Good evening, Ron. I did try and add you on Facebook, but your profile doesn't allow people to add you or message you, so you're going to have to drop me a friend request. Gareth, they look great, Ollie. So the lady making an appearance tonight, is she staying out of the month? No, she's still in Oxford. I'm back at home now. She's still up in Oxford, getting on with her uni work. New Mills Model Railway. Did you travel down from Jenny's last night? Very brave of you. You know, my girlfriend actually drove me back very kindly. I was asleep half the time in the car. Timber Surf, hello mate, thank you for joining us. Leaves layers showing no good for N or N. Resin is the answer. Good evening. So, what else do we have here that's worth, well they're all worth looking at, but picking out in particular. Pedestrian crowd control barriers. Now these will be painted up in red and white, and they come in packs of 10. I will leave a link to the company in the description after I finish the stream, but I didn't get round to doing it after the sort of panic of getting the stream. What they like with accepting paint. Now with 3D printed items, I found the best way to paint them is to airbrush them. I haven't had too much luck. I mean, the small details, it's alright. Acrylic, enamel paint's alright, but I found for doing base coats and everything, it's definitely worth airbrushing. Spending Junction on my Facebook. Ron, if you just want to drop me a friend request on or drop me a message on the Wardle Road page, then I should be able to get into contact with you via that. The honest thing is that every 3D printer reads one file language and every design program says there's a different format. Your printer has to have, or you have to buy the little translator module. Yeah, I really don't know much about 3D printing. I can't say I know much at all about it. Anyway, we continue. So next up is some wheelbarrows. What else have we got? Now this is something interesting that let me get this out of the packaging. I don't know if any of you guys have seen this before, guys and girls, but this is really well detailed. It's got everything from the cupboard handles to all the grill knobs, but this is a 3D printed barbecue. A 3D printed outside grill. My camera's a little bit behind, so I'm just checking to see you can see that, but look how amazing that is. That's a piece of art, that is, but unfortunately I can't find a use for it in the depot. So 8 more ready-made 3D printed supplies on my links. So my wife would like to know how your other half copes with you and your hobby. Well, she kind of avoids it, to be honest with you. She's come to a few exhibitions, but I think when we went to the Galen show, we were there for about 6 hours, and that took its toll. So she hasn't come to any since. When you start thinking it was Halkin. Oh, thank you very much for subscribing, Halkin, mate. I'm really pleased that you could join me here tonight. And again, I can only apologise for the stream not starting on time. Going to have to write all you down and take a look later. Yeah. We'll continue with looking through these quickly. We have some Royal Mail York containers, which basically I'll pull them out again because they're all stuck together in the packaging. These are really nice actually. I'm more tempted. I know these are normally sat on platforms for luggage and parcels and things, but I'll be tempted to try and find a use for them somewhere inside the depot. Again, they're really well 3D printed, and sometimes you find with 3D printed items that a lot of the time they'll have like sort of marks where the 3D printer's finished, but hasn't quite been tidied up properly. But with these so far, I haven't found that issue at all. You could have depot open day and give away free burgers and hot dogs using the barbecue. Yeah, I'm not sure what the safety rules are on the depot for having open flames. I think you need to have a hot works license to use that barbecue. Tian, hello Tian, thank you for joining us. The less she knows, the better. She hasn't got a clue what I'm about to begin. No, my girlfriend's fully aware of what I'm doing and unfortunately how much I'm spending as well, but she knows I'm enjoying it, so that's the main thing. She's in the chat there, Tian. She is my other half, or better half should I say. So yeah, let's pull out these wall-mounted AC units as well. 56 people watching. Thank you all for joining me. I'm sorry it hasn't been too interesting yet. What have I just dropped? Oh. Another AC unit. These things are really, really good once they're painted up. LNER 1946. How have I missed much? No, just me running the stream a little bit slow. Forgetting to put the right stream key in. Having issues with some points. My track not being clean. Other than that, we're going really well. So yeah, these are the wall mounting AC units which I'm going to fit into my depot sheds. And if you have joined, yes, the latest thing as well is the 3D printed barbecue. If you can think of a use for that in the depot, please do let me know. You will station, you wait till she looks at your bank account. Oleg gave everyone in the stream up until now a free loco, so you missed it. Jenny, never admit what things cost and empty incriminating receipts from your pockets. Yeah, Ron, I've seen your message, mate, so I'll reply to that after the stream. Yeah, Tian did, she likes tidying and she did go through my pockets a couple of days ago and all my receipts fell out from the various model shops I've been to, but I know now to put them straight into the bin, but I like to keep hold of them in case there's something wrong with it, because you can't buy a loco and not keep the receipt. So we've had a look at the kitchen furniture already, so we'll put that to one side. We've seen the wheelbarrows, pedestrian crowd control barriers. What else have we got? Oh, we've got all sorts. Something that I need to make up is Jennifer, rookie mistake. Good advice, Jenny. My missus doesn't mind the hobby. Now I have a 3-year-old who's train mad. She comes to exhibitions, train events, and doesn't mind all the books, boxes, and other stuff laying. I'm trying to keep it as tidy as I can, really, but everything does get a bit all over the place, especially when you start pulling up track. That's when it starts to get a bit messy. So yeah, next item is the railway trolley, which is a 3D printed kit. So I'm going to have to make that up, ready for my next update video. But that's going to be a lot of fun sitting in the... Actually, talking of track trolleys... Don't know if any of you guys noticed it in the last stream, but I did have my Network Rail car on rails wagon here. It doesn't work, it just sits on the track like that, but I was really pleased with that. That's a nice sort of little accessory for the depot. So let's stick it down. Let's stick it on the side and down here somewhere, out of the way for now. It'd be cool if I could get that DCC chipped. Yes, Ron, I've seen your message, mate. So I'll get back to you after the stream. My wife is fully supportive. I guess I'm the win. No, I'm not. Tian is completely. So I have to admit, Tian is completely supportive. She's fully behind my enjoyment of the hobby, and it's really brought out a side to me that I didn't know I had actually. At the change opened their crew depot last year. They had food vendors, including a pizza oven, so the barbecue could work on an open day. Yeah, if I was to have a steam rally, it definitely would come into use, especially for my LNER steamer, which is my pride and joy of the fleet. It's not sound kitted, but my mum got it for me, so it's like one of those sentimental ones that you could never ever get rid of. I've got a little crew in there as well. Evening to everyone coming to crew tour and train fair. I'm afraid I'm not. I'm working next weekend. I'm back on night shift unfortunately, so it's a bit far for me. How I try not to buy using the card or credit card. I made purchases, not even any baseballs. That's the worst thing actually, is when you start buying things before your baseball's even down. That's when. Oh, Foxhill, good evening, mate. Thank you, Neil, for joining us on a break for 5 minutes. Yeah, thank you for spending your 5. I'm sure I've seen a YouTube monetize one of those Land Rovers. Was it I can't remember who's done it, but I'm sure someone has, but I don't know. It's probably the size of an N-Gauge loco, so if you can get an N-Gauge loco DCC fitted and chipped, you might be able to get one in here. I think you'd really have to pull it apart to get all the wheels going and whatnot. Galas, a tea and coffee stand is usually first place I hit on arrival, yeah. So as I go through this, if you guys want to let me know what everybody has been up to on their layouts, because I haven't really spoken to too many people since, aside in Jenny's stream and of course Tim's stream tomorrow. He's got his workbench Wednesdays. I'm going to eat now, so I'll be back later. Thanks Tim for joining me. Yeah, if you guys let me know what you've been up to. Where's my 56? 56 is in the garage, in the shed just here at the moment. That's why I haven't bought anything yet. Want to save up for the loft, done a baseboard. Yeah, so how is everybody getting on with their layouts? I'm repeating myself probably, but I've not had a chance to catch up with everyone's videos yet. Jennifer, I've spent today fitting a DC Complex Alpha meter. Oh, was that the one we were looking at yesterday but didn't get a chance to fit? How is that power system coming along? Because I know you did do a visit to DCC Concepts, so that's something for everyone to go look forward to. An interview with them over there. Built an Audi supermarket this afternoon, very nice. No, I haven't got the keyring yet. Right, let's carry on going through these 3D printed items. I've honestly got so much to show you guys tonight. I don't know if we'll have enough time to fit it all in. I had to spend another 50 with scale model scenery for free postage. I needed one more bit to complete the church. Yeah, I'm going to get back to scale model scenery actually, because I have a whole area of hard standing here that I need to work on. Nothing yet, still doing garage up, insulated boards and now painting, hopefully to put windows in soon. Very cool. Is that what you've scratched? I say scratch built your garage, or your shed, sorry. Is that one you've put together yourself? Coastal by modelers for models for track DC, £4.50. Here is the link. So yeah, send me the link on Facebook if possible. Finishing my friendship at Cherry Teal. Can't read these comments quick enough, I do apologise. Still trying to recover from the back injury, so I sit hunched over my workbench. Well, I hope the stream's cheering you up a little bit. 65 people watching, well, I think that's the most I've had watching, so thank you so much all of you for joining me. Honestly, I'm so all over the place tonight. You know, do you ever get it when something doesn't go to plan and then everything you've planned on doing just backlogs, and then you're in a bit of a head spin. Hi Ollie and Jennifer, enjoyed the live feed. Yes, thank you man, I'm really glad you enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun actually. I hope everyone enjoyed the Class 20 gala that we managed to get going on. We had my Class 20 DOS, which is down the front here, that we managed to get that slightly improved running on it as well. Right, let's carry on with the 3D printing corner. I will do a more in-depth video once I've got a lot of this stuff painted, because obviously it's not very good for you guys to look at in the stream, but once I've opened it all up and painted it all, I'll do a video of a full interior of how I kit out the engine sheds, because I know Rachel sent me a lot of stuff as well. The likes of the engine lifters and things, which are all going to be in place inside the shed. She also sent me this access platform as well, which is going to go into my carriage maintenance shed. Still need to find a place for my 3D printed road sweeper. Engine shed done at the end gauge. Coal mine, finishing the main building now. I have one building to make. The station's made and really ready for the O gauge, and I've got to get a depot. Oh, loco for new. Yes, of course. If no one has checked out Tim's FMR station out, there's a super special series starting tomorrow, so please do go and check him out after the stream. Model Minutes. Your stream graphics are looking good. Yeah, huge huge shout out and thank you to Model Minutes for doing. He's done all the graphics for all my YouTube, Facebook, stream, anything that you see my logo, anything on. He's even made the WR Group logo as well. So huge thank you to him for doing that. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to go with a logging mill in the hills. Josh's training room 3 models look amazing. Yeah, they really do. I can't wait to show you what else I've got as well behind me. I've got a huge box of stuff from Goodwood Scenics, which I'm absolutely amazed by what some of the stuff they've sent me, which I will be doing a review on as well. No worries for the shout out Model Minutes. Adams Road, drink of choice tonight. I don't know what Jenny's drink of choice is, but mine is water. Speaking of which, I'm going to have to go grab a drink in a minute because my throat's already gone dry. 72 people watching. Wow, thank you all for joining me. I'm getting very muddled up. We'll get some trains running in a second. I just want to finish going through all the things that I've been sent from 3D Printing Corner. We'll have a quick look at the Goodwood Scenic stuff, and then we'll get some trains running and you can tell me what you guys want to hear and where you want it to go. Not off the layout, that is. I'm not going to drive. I'm afraid I haven't got the strength to do it like Stuart has of just driving the trains off the track. So plain panel stillage containers. I'm gonna have to pull them out of packaging because I don't think you guys can see the full detail of these. So here we have some really nice sort of bins and storage bins for lots of scrap metal and things, which Goodwood Scenic sent me tons and tons of scrap metal to fill things like this up with. So that's brilliant. I can make a pile of 3D printed items here in a second. We've also got the more common items like this is a CO2 fire extinguisher, 4 kilos. So again, more stuff to go in the depot. Phone box on pole, which I'll probably shorten these and turn them into signal post telephones for around other parts of the layout and various parts of the track. These are common on London Underground and Overground. Signal post telephones are actually one of the things I work on, so I'm really pleased to have received them. Some modern flat platform benches as well, similar to the other ones I've got. Very nice. You do come and see our first exhibition victory in Portsmouth on the 4th and 5th of April. Send me a message on Facebook because Portsmouth's not too far from me. Anyone ever cleaned the brushes in their tea by accident? I can't say I've done that, no, but trains in the garage I have finished. I've been finishing the extension on Rufford, we almost completed and then added a 3-foot extension with a junction due at GCR exhibition in June. Pics on Facebook if anyone wants to check it out. Everyone go check that out after the stream. Right, yeah, so what else have we got? Shunting ground signals, tons of them, and what's good about these is they've got the backs off and the base off as well, so I can actually fit lights into this, and they're all the light holes are all hollow. So they're going to look brilliant on the layout because, as you can see, guys, I have an awful lot of points, so I'm going to need an awful lot of signals. You should yeah, if I do miss any of your comments, guys, just post them again. I do apologise if I don't read all of them out. What else have we got? Single swing gates, 5 metres. So these will be at the entrance of my depot, or possibly at the entrance, maybe actually the entrance of the fueling point. Somewhere that I want to have sectioned off and only open up when access is required. I've managed to even sip White Spirit, oh god. I've yet to manage to sip any of my IPA. So let's make sure we don't do that. I'm watching on my iPhone. Is that another branded WR jumper? No, this is a Nice jumper. This is just a normal sweatshirt. Don't forget, guys, if you are enjoying the stream, we've got 27 likes and 64 watching, so if you could drop it a thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. You don't have to if you're not enjoying it, but thank you for being here anyway. I really do appreciate you guys coming to spend some time with me on this Tuesday evening. Not a problem. So I think that's pretty much it for the 3D printed stuff. There's a couple of other desks and stuff here. Oh, hand pallet truck. Let me just pull this out actually because this looks really nice. Thank you, New Bottle, for dropping a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. This will be good actually for all the pallets that I'm going to have inside. Again, a lot of this stuff I'm probably going to have to go and buy more of, because the quality is really, really nice. And as I said, there's no obvious, aside from obviously knowing it's 3D printed, there's no obvious marks to say, you know, that the quality is poor. So really, really pleased with that. Let's move some of these packages out of the way, and we'll get on to looking at the Goodwood Scenics. Thanks everyone for thumbing. Yeah, I really do appreciate you guys. I know it's a weekday and not everyone wants to sit and watch someone faff around on their layout on a Tuesday night, but would you buy the Hatton 66 as I have the model of... I would like to buy some more 66s ideally. As I say, the one in my local model shop, or my model shop nearest to my work, Ian Allen's Books and Models, highly recommend visiting that if you're in Waterloo. He has a class 66 in the Wasp livery, I think Stuart said it was. The Freightliner Wasp livery, so hopefully I'll be picking that up in a few weeks. I scratch build all my stuff, even my pillboxes out of thin dowling. Yep, I know a lot of people do prefer to scratch build, but I'm definitely starting to pick up the enjoyment of using 3D printed items. So let me just move some of this out of the way. We'll have a look at the Goodwood Scenic stuff, and then we'll get some trains on it. The manufacturers that I know are releasing the... Who are the 3 manufacturers that are releasing a class 66? My brother stirred my tea with a thermometer, didn't really know. Yeah, I hope no one's caught the old coronavirus. I do hope that everyone is fitting well. Ollie, what locos have you got? What locos? Oh god. At the moment up here I've got a LNER steamer, got a DRS class 20, a DB08, the Colas Rail Freight in 66, the coal sector livery class 56, an 08 shunter in the old BR green in that shed with class 20 sound chip in it. Hornby, Backman and Hattons will buy one of them on the month. No, I am looking forward to Hornby's Railroad Plus class 20. I would love to get my hands on that once it's released. I love your background work on your scenic. I thought you were talking about my back scene then. Right, you talk about yourself a second. I'm just going to grab a drink and then we'll get up and have a look at some of the Goodwood Scenic stuff. 2 seconds. Right, so this is the box Goodwood Scenery sent me. So we'll have a look through this in a second. There's absolutely tons of stuff in here. So and this stuff as well has all been pre-painted and pre-weathered, so you don't have to do anything. This is very much a chuck it on the layout type of situation with these. So we'll start with the green hook lift container. As I said, a lot of these are 3D printed. If they're not, they're handcrafted and they're all weathered. They have given me a 15% off discount code as well, which I think is Wardle Road. I will leave it in the description after the video, so if any of you guys do want to go check their stuff out, it's 15% off everything, no minimum required. I'm pretty sure it's Wardle Road actually. If not, if you go on my Wardle Road Facebook page, there is a link, there is a tab there with all my discount codes. So this is the first time I've actually looked at this in person actually. Oh wow. Okay, so we've got a little latch on it. I think the idea is that unhooks. Won't mess around with it too much for now though. Ah, I see. So this is the first item, which is a rather large hopper. So I'm going to have to find a use for that as well, somewhere in the depot. He also sent me a few sheets of various corrugated iron, which I can sort of chop up and leave as scrap around the depot as well, because I do really want to make this depot look as if it's been used for a long time. Foxhill, Ollie, where are the ads, mate? The ads will be when I need to use the toilet. I can drop a little ad break in. Unless you're talking about the ads for my discount codes, and that's on my Facebook page. I think I'm missing. What livery are you going for in the Hatton 60s? Was that to me, or I'm really like not. I don't have a particular favourite livery. Like the skip. What make is that? This skip here. This is Goodwood Scenics. Again, a Wardle Road for 15% off. I will leave a link to in the description to their stuff after the stream. There's the name where is that? Decided set my load. I absolutely loved Dad's Army, Colin Giles. I absolutely loved that series. I've watched every episode about 6 times. Thank you very much. Yeah, Tim's just posted the link to my Facebook page, so if you want to get updates on where I'm out and about and how the layout's getting on, and there hasn't been a recent video, go check that out and drop it a thumbs up, and you can keep up to date with all my updates. Right, next on the list is some rusted down wheel axles. Very, very heavily rusted. Again, I'm going to have to find room for all this stuff on the depot. And some scrapped rusty pipes, which have all been hand cut to length and hand rusted as well. Got some real weight to these actually, so these are going to be grating some of the wagons. Don't tell him, Pike. Hornby one will have to do. Dinmore Junction, good evening, mate. Thank you for joining us. I really do appreciate you all coming to watch the stream. We'll get some trains running shortly. I'm just going through everything that Goodwood Scenics have sent me. Autocorrect sometimes. Need to get your dinner out. Right guys, I'm going to jump to a quick 5-minute ad break while some food is sorted out. Ronald Moriet, sorry if I butchered your name, the highly like your Cola 66. I'll have it running. We're just going to jump to a quick ad break. Please do stay with us. It'll be about 5 minutes. It's going to give you guys an opportunity to have a look at some of the other layouts that are on offer on YouTube. And if you do have a layout that you want me to advertise during the live stream, then I'll put a couple of posts up. All you've got to do is send me a video of your layout and sort of little advert, and I can run it when I need to nip off quickly during live streams, to the toilet and whatnot. So I'm just going to go grab a drink, and I'm going to leave you with Kevin and Tim for some adverts. So do stay with us. We'll have some trains running in about 5 minutes. I'll try to get the rest of them on as well while we run to an ad. J94, this layout looks very nice, Ollie. Thank you very much. I will join you all back in 1 minute or 5 minutes.
Hi, it's FMR Station House on YouTube, and you're watching Ollie from Wardle Road. Now, while Ollie's taking a quick leak in the little boys' room, I thought I'd introduce my channel to you guys, Family Model Railway. So here at Family Model Railway, we are working on 2 layouts. The first one is an N-gauge layout in the shed based in an American trains. Now this is Daddy's pride and joy. Everything here so far has been scratch built and spent as little money as possible. So we do go over how we make our things and quite a bit about how much of a budget we try and use. Well, here up in Eli's bedroom is where the 00 gauge layout is. And this is mainly Mummy's and Eli's project.
As you can see, my dad has laid both of my tracks on my train away. And don't forget to subscribe
Hi, I'm Kevin from Medway Peninsula Model Railway, and you're watching Wardle Road. Medway Peninsula is a 10-foot by 8-foot double O gauge layout, 2 loops, 3 sidings into a factory area, and a couple of single platforms, and then a main platform. It's been about 9 months into the making. I've had a break from the hobby for it must have been 15 years, so everything's new. DCC, sound, yeah. So the learning curve has been steep. Most enjoyable. Had lots of help from people. As I say, it is Medway Peninsula, roughly based on the Medway towns in Kent, Rochester, Chatham, that sort of area. Those of you who might be familiar to the area will recognise bits and pieces, and yeah, it's been really enjoyable. I'm looking forward to starting some of the scenery. I've already been building quite a few Metcalf kits. There's been ups and there's been downs. I've had a lot of help from the Facebook community, and so why don't you come and join me? If you're not already a subscriber, come on over to Medway Peninsula and subscribe, ding that bell, and enjoy. Happy modelling.
Right, and we are back after that little ad break. I hope you guys like the idea of having ads during the channel, ads during the stream, just to help promote other people's channels as well. As I think I'm a big advocate of getting other people's content out there. So if you do have an advert you want me to post during the stream, if it gives me an opportunity to nip to the toilet, do send me a link. Just put it up on, I think Tim will explain best how to do it, but just do it as a unlisted video on YouTube, send me the link to it, I can then download it and put it onto the stream. Yeah, just looking back at the comments, I'm really glad that you yeah, model minutes, definitely mate. Send me one if you've got one put together, if you can put one together. Cool adverts, definitely more. Yeah, I'm really glad that everyone took that with I was worried when I said adverts actually that people were going to think, oh, he's going to put on the adverts that you'd have between X Factor or something like that, but no, these ads are designed to advertise other people's channels. As I really would like we'd all like the community to grow, and it's great to see what else is out there. So we'll get back to finishing off having a look at some of these things that Goodwood Scenics have sent me. So here I have 2 bags of corrugated scrap. They sent me 2 bags, I'm assuming to fill up a lot of these bins and things that they've sent me. The ads are very nice. Thank you J94, I'm glad you like them. Like I say, moose. Again, some slightly larger. I will do a more in-depth video once I've got this all of them opened up. I don't think you guys want to sit here and watch me open up packets all stream. Also got some ferocious scrap metal swarf. Again, for all of these various types of the scrap metal go in the scrap metal bins. Honestly, I can't tell you how good the interior of these depots are going to look. Hopefully, once I've got them to the standard I want them to be. Brown rusty mesh stillage bins. Got some blue wrapped metal coils here and the rusted stands that they sit on. I've made sure in these depots that there's absolutely tons of room to fill as much detail as I can. Piccadilly, John, adverts for channels are a great idea. Yeah, again, if anyone has got a channel that they want to promote, all I need is a 2-minute advert. Send me the link to it via YouTube. I download it. I can put it in front or behind or wherever you want in the ad break, and just gives you guys an opportunity to see other people's content, because I know YouTube algorithm isn't the best at sharing content. Sorry guys, had to leave early. The wife has just put the dinner on the table. Great stream and great chat. See you all soon. Thank you for joining me, mate. I really do appreciate it. Guys coming to check in. This is a very abstract subject advert. It's nice to see something that doesn't hurt the eyes. So yeah, I've got absolutely tons of stuff here. Some chains, some more bins, some rusty metal scraps. Really nice quality stuff here. Some more coil stands. Actually, what I'll do is I'll get the coil stands out now just to have a look at what they look like, because this is, from what they've told me, is a relatively new product. And I have a bus depot, LED lights, and bits and bobs which I've been waiting for since Christmas to put in the finished form. Oh, brilliant! Rachel, great idea, Ollie, it works out good. Yeah, Rachel, if you've got anything for Wisconsin Junction that you would like me to show, put a little slideshow together with some information. Let's have a look at these coils quickly, because I'm really intrigued to see what they look like. All individually wrapped as well, and nothing got damaged by either 3D printing corner or Goodwood Scenics on the way here, so good packaging. No one likes to receive anything with damaged packaging on it. Actually, I'll tell you what, I'm even more impressed than I thought. They've even got little information labels on the coils, as well as the straps and the sort of tarpaulin wrap. They've even got little information labels on the front there, so they sit in the stands like so. And the idea is then you'd have a crane come across the top and pick them up and load them onto the wagons and whatnot. We'll get one sorted. Brilliant. You can do the ad for your postman safely delivering your train. He deserves an ad, to be honest with you, with the amount of stuff he's brought to your house. Lack of progress at the moment, result of having to go back to work. Not to mention cleaning track areas. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of cleaning on the track area. Anyway, right. I think you guys have probably got bored of me talking about this stuff now. So I'll get this all away, and there will be a review on this stuff once, as I say, once I've got the depot into a bit better condition. But SF Raton NZ, thank you for joining us, mate. I don't know if your name's popped up yet, so I apologise if I missed any comments that you've had. Doesn't even knock on the door, just comes in. Yeah, there will be a full review on my channel at some point once I can get round to continuing the depot. I've had a few issues with my track work at the moment, so I missed the beginning. What company products are we looking at? Gordon, this is Goodwood Scenics, which I have a 15% discount code for, so for all their stock. You'll give me a cup of tea. If Tim or one of the other moderators can link my Facebook page again, just for anyone who's missed it, you can go on there, and the pinned post has got all the discount codes to the companies that I've been working with. The first company we looked at was 3D Printing Corner, and yeah, there'll be a link to that as well after the stream once I put a link in the description. Yeah, Tim's just put their Facebook page in there, thank you very much. Right, so let's get to running some trains, because I know that's probably why a lot of you are here. You don't want to listen to me blabbering on about scenics or all string. Anything anyone would like to see running up first? Anyone's got preference as to what they want to see or hear? I'm just going to finish off cleaning a little bit of track that I am aware isn't as clean as it could be. Fox, you're straight in there with the Class 56. We'll get that up and running shortly. As you can see, look how dirty these rails are. I've only cleaned them a few days ago, but as soon as you start doing any work on them, they get absolutely filthy. Well, everyone's saying Class 56. Okay, looks like a Class 56 it is. 66 running, please. We'll get that running as well in a second. Let me just make sure these rails are as clean as... What do you guys use to clean your rails? Actually, there's a question for you guys. I find that I start with the track rubber, Pico track rubber, and then I use IPA. So you just give the track a rub with the Pico track rubber to get rid of all the larger bits, and then to get the residue from the track rubber, I then go over the top of it with cotton bud and IPA, which is I think a great way to keep things clean. Medway Peninsula is the Cola 66 Backman. No, that's a Hornby one with a Hornby TTT sound fitting in it. My tracks have get real. I use the rubber thing. Yeah, the rubber thing. The problem with that is it breaks up on the track as well, and then leaves. Let me find an example actually for a relatively clean piece of track. So I used the track rubber on a relatively clean area. Let's find something that I know I've cleaned recently on this piece at the front here. So I've gone over the top with that. Now if I go over the top of it with the IPA solution, I don't know if you can see on there, but it picks up the residue from the broken bits of the Pico thing, and then what happens is they then get stuck to the wheels, and then it just spreads it all over your layout. So I really do suggest going over it with something else afterwards. Track rubber and glass cleaner, so yeah, another good one is that end-to-end layout. This is this will be an end-to-end layout or an exhibition layout, depends how I want to work the modules. Can we see Thomas, please? I don't have a Thomas the Tank, unfortunately. Ollie, do you vacuum your track after rubber? I normally vacuum the track before I start cleaning it completely, actually, just to get rid of any bits of dust particles and stuff. But after track rubber, I go over the top and clean it with IPA, and that normally picks up a lot of the bits and pieces from the track rubber. But yeah, it would be a good idea to vacuum it as well. But I did get a bit caught for time before the stream, so I didn't have time to clean all the track properly. Going to have to send you one. We can always get a Thomas running on here if I do get sent one. Let me just clean a little bit more of this, and we'll get some trains on him. I know all of you want to see the 56, so we'll get that going as soon as possible. See again here. Where's the track rubber? It's amazing how dirty track gets just when you're working in and around that area. Absolutely filthy. Beatles Eurostar. I would love to get my hands on one of them. Who else has joined us? James, thank you for joining us, mate. Thanks for having a chat with me earlier as well. A bit of information about ground signals. Fletchman made good track, but just announced they are not making it anymore. I use Gone to clean track. It's okay, but I think there are better choices out there. Okay. Right, let's get this 56 up and running, because I keep saying it. You guys probably bored of hearing me rattle on about track cleaner. 1, 2, 7. Yes, thank you very much, Model Minutes. I really do appreciate you taking the time to come and tune in. If you guys haven't dropped a like already on the stream, I would appreciate it if you can. If you are enjoying what you're seeing. If not, then I apologise. Right, actually first we'll move this 08 out the way. We can get the 56 out. If it gets a bit too noisy, please do let me know, and I'll turn some of the trains off. Yeah, the Class 56 has a lovely start. Are you talking about the 56 or the 08? Because 56 has a lovely starter. Oh, dirty track. It really teaches me to clean my track before a stream starts. Right, now 56. 5 minutes you were on the phone to me, you can continue your track, I know. If I haven't spoken to you, I don't think I'd have a stream at all. Just for those who missed it, I'll start up the 56 again, just so you guys can hear it a bit closer to the microphone. I have to go take care regardless, Dave. Thank you, Dave Cook, for joining us, really appreciate it. If you haven't already dropped a like before you nip off, I'd really appreciate that. So yeah, let's get the 56 running again. I apologise if any of these locos cut out as well. The track is not up to the standards it normally is. I do apologise for that. Finally, you might not be able to stream, a bit of a nightmare to begin with. Yeah, I know, I seem to be a sucker for technical issues. What we'll do is we'll move this down into one of the sidings and then we'll get the 56 running. Friends of the garage, thank you for joining us, mate. I do appreciate you stopping by. I know it's a weekday, so not everyone has time to come and watch me play trains, but I do appreciate it. Now let's turn that 56 off, and we'll get the 66. We'll get the 66 up and running, and then we'll get the DRS up and running, the 20 up and running as well. Chips on, okay. I'm definitely more of a ketchup man myself, or barbecue sauce. I do like barbecue sauce actually. Really wish this 66 had lights in, but need to get around to fitting them. Let's get the 20 running. How many got watching still? Still got 50 people watching. Hopefully I haven't bored you all to death just yet. Right, let's this is a ballast wagon that I got from Rachel at Wisconsin Junction. Hopefully this 3-way point's going to work, because I've had a bit of a nightmare with it. Thank you, James, for stopping by. I do appreciate it. How many have we still got watching? Still got 51 people watching. Right, that DRS is not happy with that, so let's move in down here a minute. What can we bring down there? Let's try the steamer. So that went across the 3-way point nicely. That was really smooth. Hi, I'm dipping my toe into DCT and modelling the 6x4 TMD, but I've had the Ultron P5 power controller that is Okay. Can I use it for anything? Shame the 20 is still misbehaving. I don't know. It's got to be something to do with this point. Sure. Let's try and run the steamer back over it because it's getting on my nerves as well. Now, why is that? It's that that's not getting the power. Well, okay, I know how to fix that now. Jenny, I've just lost the magic smoke from one of the guys in my plugs. No idea the cause. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. See you later. Thank you for joining me, Jenny. I really do appreciate it. And thanks for having me yesterday as well. And I look forward to reading your book that I've got. And thank you for signing it. Hello and hello, Michael McCarville. Sorry if I pronounced your surname wrong. Thank you for joining us. Once again, I'm having more technical issues than you could possibly imagine. But would it be a Wardle Road stream if I wasn't? Yes, this is definitely in need of a full track clean. Let's take that down here. Do you ever just look at the points as it as trying to go over it because you just think it's not going to work? We've still got 50 people watching. Yeah, I seem to have not really thought it through tonight with regards of track cleaning, and I know what the issue is now with this piece of track work here. I'm trying to think the best way I can do to fix that. I like the Honda 66s and have 3. Yeah, no, hopefully I'm going to be getting my hands on another one shortly. Graham Catering, thank you for joining us, mate. Sorry, it's not been too interesting. Taking a break from the 20 wagons, my buddy wants me to go. That sounds a bit tedious. Right, let's get the 08s out. I'll tell you what, I'm not having a good day when it comes to track cleaning today. Nothing seems to want to run. Mildly depressing, isn't it? So out the track. I'm going to have to do it this way because all I've had so far today is track problems. Now the issue with this, Tim, is that it's not picking up. Let me move this 20 out of the way. The issue with this is that it's not picking up. You know how an intrafold works, is that the track pushes against the rails push against the outer rails to take the power across to the middle section. For some reason, this one here, it doesn't rest properly on the outer rail. Only if I put my finger on it and push it down does it Does it? What was that about? Not acting with kids or animals or electrical terms. Gareth, Ollie, someone needs to come and interview you at Wardle Road. That would make a change. Yeah, no, I've done a lot of interviewing, but I have yet to be interviewed, probably because I'm not the most interesting person. Let's get the 08 with the class 20 chip in it. Yeah, I want to do that, Tim, but I'm a bit scared of doing things like that. I do apologise to people who are hearing you. I'm here for the poor track quality at the moment. Do it live, what could go wrong? You know what? Shall we do that? Shall we try and fix these points live? Because we're not going to get anywhere with them otherwise. Right, let's turn it. Right, so, Ollie, what do you, when you shunt, do you follow the same plan? In what regards, mate? Plan as in follow from the top to the bottom, or is he getting the contact tabs to bend successfully all the time? This could end badly. Right, let's try and let me get a pair of something I can use to bend this with. Different formation, etc. Yeah, I don't know really. I like the idea of taking something all the way up because this is the two inroads here. These are the two inroads, and then I like the idea of sort of storing locos and filling the depot up from the back to the front. I normally select for now. I want to upgrade, but I thought it'd be okay as a light bus. Just lost my main junction at Stanbridge for wire soldering when I get to. Yeah, right. Let's try and bend this into some form of position. I have a pair of tweezers on me at the moment. You talk amongst yourselves while I wreck my three-way points. Try cleaning points with a toothbrush and IPA side rollers, especially on switch blades. Contact. Not too much, right? Let's try getting them clean as well. We'll do everything. Any suggestions of how this? Because as I say today, I did pull this out and replace it, and then it was working, but it stopped working again. Just my luck, isn't it? Just my. They don't even look that dirty for me, that's what I don't understand. Well, maybe a little bit. Pops on altitude and then a match. Yeah, I've tried that before, but it didn't end too well. Would be useful around right now. What is that, Uri gel? Have you got a brush Ollie with some? Yeah, I have. Let's try that as well. Let's try and really clean up. Actually, let me go over the top of it with the track rubber. can't believe there's actually 51 people here watching me make my three-way point. And now we'll go back over the top of it again with some more IPA. The points can be troublesome. I had to bend up the contact strips so they make good. Oh, hang on. Let me just clean this. But you might be onto something there because there is a little contact strip. Maybe I've knocked that. Because it goes fine the other way. Right, let me try just bending this a little bit. Actually, that's a good shout. Who was that? That was Andrew. Thank you very much for that suggestion, mate. Right, let's try bend this contact up down the bottom here. This one. Don't try this at home, by the way, guys. That's I need something flat. I need like a flathead screw over. Oh, for fuck's sake! Right, I've just knocked the head off that. Alright, if you can link your link wire, you will not have the problem. Are the link wires run up to the blade? No, because the issue is because I'm trying to keep everything isolated. I'm gonna have to go down to ground level down here now. So sorry for the angle change. Let me just put that back in there. So that's that fixed. Let's not break anything else. Let me bring the camera a bit closer actually so you guys can see exactly what I'm looking at. I don't know if that's any better or not. If you have a link wire, you will not have this problem as a link wire runs up the blade. Yeah, I have put a. Oh dear, I'm getting so. I have a three-rod point. It didn't work properly, so I bought a new point and used the old point for my carriage slidings. But since I moved the old three-rod point, it now works. Yeah, I just can't get my head around why this point playing up so much. Let's have a look at the other three-way point. How does that sit across? Okay. Can you go closer with the camera? Yes, I can. Actually. Actually, what I'll do is, let me take the camera off here a second. I can show you guys a close-up of what I'm trying to work on. And you tell me if anyone can see this any better. I think one of the issue is, John, is that it's not making, because the train dies on this section here, because this is meant to pass power to here, and the train dies on this section here, which means, and when I push this against this inner rail against the outer rail, if I push force against it, then it gets the power. Live frog, as I have no live frog on the garden layout, and I have no problem. No, these are initial frogs. So what I'm thinking is, someone said about the little connector underneath here. So maybe trying to get that bent up a little bit, but I just can't understand why that's not sitting. That should just be leaning against the track like that, and it's not. Let's try on a track. Let's put some power back through this thing. Thank you, Jenny, for joining us. I do appreciate it. Oh my god. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Everybody take a deep breath. Everybody take a deep breath. Let's get the camera back on the stand. Did I fix it? No, I haven't tried the lighter fluid yet. I can't believe that's just gone over. Let's try that again. Maybe that was a fluke. Oh my. Guys, I can't believe what we're actually seeing here. This is the first time it's ever worked properly. Oh wow. Whoever suggested to bend the tab up underneath and clean the inside? Oh god, I don't even know who suggested it. I think it might have been the tab underneath. Might have been one of the issues. But let's just run over that again because I've yet to actually run this piece of track properly. So this is quite exciting for me. Class 20 working it now. That is a good question. And I'm willing to test that theory, even though I'm probably going to be disappointed. Don't get your hopes up, guys. If the 20 doesn't work. So I'm enjoying late being modelling benches. Morning, model our way. Thank you for joining us anyway, mate. Better late than never, eh? People have just been helping me oh, hang on. One of the I had to do a bit of an operation on it now. One of the rubber wheel tracks has just come off. Never ending problems here, isn't it? Never ending. Let's take this off. Sorry if I'm missing any comments, guys. I do apologise. And there was much rejoicing. Yeah. So we managed to get the steamer across it, which I'm really pleased about. And as that happens, the rubber grip comes off the DRS. So give me 2 seconds to fix this. Right, so that's back on now. You literally couldn't make this up, honestly. One thing after another. That fits on there. We've got the screw back in. If you guys are enjoying the stream, don't forget to share it. I haven't actually asked if anyone can share it before. If you just drop it on any of the Facebook groups, I would hugely appreciate it. F. Ingham, I'm late as well. Oops. Thank you for joining us anyway. I do appreciate everyone taking their time to check in and see what's going on at Wardle Road today. I'm going to just get this cover back on. What? Is that... Two for this. Thank you for joining us, mate. King Fosh Jones, thank you for sharing on Facebook. I really do appreciate that, mate. Honestly, it does mean the world to me that people are sharing the stream out. Ollie, I think you should take up knitting. Oh, mate, I really don't have the patience. Really don't have the patience. Right, so you're just getting days when nothing wants to run right. Sam's train. I can't really understand what you're saying, 2T Toothless. Right guys, you ready? Let's take this out of the way. So we can really appreciate whether it's going to work or not. Probably missed most of it. Melchester, yeah, we have been speaking about all sorts of stuff. Yeah, everyone's got their fingers crossed. I just know it's not going to work, and it's just so I push that across. This DRS does not like my layout. It worked one way. Now let's try the other way. Does that come off again? Right, I'm putting that to one side now because it's going to wind me up. Let's try the 08. Whoever suggested the 08, I think that's a fairly good test to see if that's working. A. Still got 50 people watching. If you are enjoying it, don't forget to drop it a like, and if you are new around here, please do subscribe. Let's test this 08, I think. This goes across, and I think it's a job well done tonight. Right, that stopped halfway across. Let's try it back again. Make sure that is clean. That track needs cleaning as well. Really having a bit of a nightmare tonight with all of this. The wheel's nice and clean on the 20. I thought they were. I'm going to check. I'm just going to go over the 08 quickly with some solution. See what state these are in. Oh god, they are filthy as well. That's another thing I need to get around to doing, is just cleaning all the locos. Amazing how quickly these things pick up dirt. Right, let's try that again. Oh. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Did anyone just see that, or was I just dreaming that went across it right? That track needs a clean. I'll go over that now actually. I think it's definitely a mixture of either the track's dirty or there was Emma responding, praise the Lord, and there was much rejoicing. Definitely, it's definitely an issue of dirty wheels and maybe dirty track as well. Stafford Jones, thank you for joining us tonight. Ran good, yeah. That ran a lot better over it. I'll give it one more clean. We'll give it one more go. This, I didn't realise how filthy. I could have sworn I cleaned these not long ago. We'll give it one more go, I think, and then we'll have to leave it at that. These wheels are filthy. I don't know how they've got so dirty. Right. Fix your 20. Mate, I've had enough of that 20 tonight. Right. Yeah, I was last night, mate. I was. But it's great when it's running. When it's not. Please. Yes! Look at that. Hey? And that's how I put a smile on my face. I'm so pleased with that. So pleased with that. Let's take it over one more, and then I'll get the. I'll just bring this down here, and I'll get the class 66 across it. Yeah, fly mode now for the 66. So we're going to want to bring that. Let's get the 66 fired up, and then we'll put it like there. The community comes together and helps another model in need. Mate, I tell you what, I'm almost always in need. It seems to be problem after problem when it comes to me and modelling. Completely agree, Rachel. Completely agree. So I think my jobs over the weekend are going to be cleaning the trains and wheels and the tracks. What controller are you using? This is the Digitrax DCS 52, which has been out for about a year now, and I absolutely love it. Where's that come? Oh, whoops. I tell you what, guys, tonight I'm having absolutely no luck with anything. Last week it all ran super smooth, and this week it doesn't want to run at all. What's that saying there? Mate, Medway, I tell you what, I am just having no luck with trains tonight. If this don't go across, I'm actually going to watch the wheels go across to make sure all of them. Oh, thank you. My God, that is satisfying. And gaining knowledge, yeah, we really are. This week the gremlins are at it, definitely mate, definitely. I'll tell you what though, I'll tell you what, even the 66 going across that makes me very happy. Someone just sent me an email, let's just have a look at that. Let's see. Thank you for that email, Dinmore. I'll look into making some of those changes. Smooth as the cream and I certainly do. Some have weeks like it, we all have days. Mate, just seeing that 66 go across has made my day, so let's just try it one more. I'm going to spend the rest of my evening, I think, track cleaning. Yeah, most of the time when I'm filming the layout, it runs smoothly. And tonight it's just decided that's not the case. No, that was very smooth. Very, very smooth. Well, we've got one dislike. I'm sorry to anyone who have offended with my poor attempt at modelling. I'll tell you what, so I'm going back and over the same point again, but it's very satisfying. Very satisfying. God, that is loud. That 66 is... Well, thank you to everyone who YouTube sees the likes of this. Yeah, I know, I just don't want people to feel like my live streams are a load of crap, but I mean, this one's been a bit of a disaster actually because it started wrong from the... Actually, this bit of track is dirty as well. Thank you guys for liking the stream, I really do appreciate it. Let's see how many we're on now. Yeah, still got the thumbs down, so yeah, I'm sorry if I've offended anyone by not having clean track. Oh, this is yeah, I should really have thought about all of this before. Thank you, John, I really do appreciate it, mate. I really, really do appreciate it. I think for next week I'm going to clean every single bit of track backwards and forwards, and then that can tell me what the track power is for the Prodigy Express box track I'm reading 0 point. For track power, your track power should be your track power should be about 14 volts, I think. Should be 0.08. That's definitely not right. Yeah, Tim, it might be my 5 minutes of fame. Ron, thank you for joining us tonight, mate. I really do appreciate it. I'm honestly so surprised that you lot have stuck around for such a disastrous stream. Although, saying that, we did get the 3-way point going, which is I'm really pleased with. Anyone got any final questions or anything they want to talk about before I call it a day? I think I may have upset someone with my my live stream setup, but from plug is 12.8. It's been fine and nice to see yourself. Thank you, Fly My Chairman, mate. I really do appreciate it. We'll have some videos out later on in the week as well. I'll try and get some filmed tomorrow, perhaps, of the products I've been sent, and hopefully next week we'll have a camera in the depot sheds as well. Thank you, Neil, mate. I really do appreciate it. Amanda, thank you very much. Thank you, Rachel. Thanks to everyone for joining. Actually, yeah, sorry the track has not been up to scratch in neither of the engines, but I'm gonna really give them a good clean for next week. Something different being fixed, definitely, mate. Yeah, definitely. I'm really glad we've got that through. Thanks to everyone who put their 2 pence in about how to get that 3-way point fixed, because I've had some absolute nightmares with it. If anyone wants to join me on my live stream tomorrow night, Tim's got his workbench Wednesday. That's something to look forward to. And yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in. I think at one point we had 70 people watching at one point. But as always, I'll try and make improvements for next week, as I don't like to let you guys down. That's not to worry, Neil. I appreciate you being here, even if it was for 5 minutes. It's my first time I watch you live, and looking forward to seeing more of your videos. Josh's trainer, really, I really do appreciate that, mate. That means a lot. I don't claim to be an expert modeler. I just enjoy what people put into the hobby and what I get out of it. So yeah, it was really good. Yeah, I'll hopefully see some of you guys tomorrow on Tim's Workbench Wednesday, as well as Stuart's Facebook Friday. And yeah, I'm gonna leave you with the ads again. So please do check out Kev and Tim. Their channels are absolutely excellent, and there's loads of content on there. As always, please like and subscribe if you are new. If you don't like the way I've done it tonight, please let me know. I don't want to upset any of you guys with any of the sort of ways I go about doing things. But yeah, drop it a like, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you very much, guys, as always.
Hi everyone, this is Tim from FMR Station House on YouTube, and you're watching Ollie from Wardle Road. Now, while Ollie's taking a quick leak in the little boys' room, I thought I'd introduce my channel to you guys, Family Model Railway. So here at Family Model Railway, we are working on 2 layouts. The first one is an N-gauge layout in the shed, basing an American trains. Now this is Daddy's pride and joy. Everything here so far has been scratch built and spent as little money as possible. So we do go over how we make our things and quite a bit about how much of a budget we try and use. Well, here up in Eli's bedroom is where the 00 gauge layout is, and this is mainly Mummy's and Eli's project.
As you can see, my dad has laid both of my tracks on my train away. And don't forget
Hi, I'm Kevin from Medway Peninsula Model Railway, and you're watching Wardle Road. Medway Peninsula is a 10-foot by 8-foot double O gauge layout, 2 loops, 3 sidings into a factory area, and a couple of single platforms, and then a main platform. It's been about 9 months into the making. I've had a break from the hobby for it must have been 15 years, so everything's new. DCC, sound, yeah. So the learning curve has been steep. Most enjoyable. Had lots of help from people. As I say, it is Medway Peninsula, roughly based on the Medway towns in Kent, Rochester, Chatham, that sort of area. Those of you who might be familiar to the area will recognise bits and pieces, and yeah, it's been really enjoyable. I'm looking forward to starting some of the scenery. I've already been building quite a few Metcalf kits. There's been ups and there's been downs. I've had a lot of help from the Facebook community, and so why don't you come and join me? If you're not already a subscriber, come on over to Medway Peninsula and subscribe, ding that bell, and enjoy. Happy modelling.